Okay, this project is called Cherry Blossoms Reflected Upon Lake. And our cherry blossoms are just beginning to come out. Our long rainy winter is just about over. And this is a wonderful project for children, adults. I did this with my 4-year-olds the other day and they loved it because once again, it has the magic quality. So first of all, you need some watercolor paper, and this one I've folded in half. And usually with the children, I will take a light pencil and just draw a line down the middle so they can understand the top and the bottom. And what we're going to do is I say, show me the bottom of the paper, bottom, and show me the top. And first of all, we want to paint the sky. We talk about the blue, and you'll notice we're not using any typical paintbrushes in this project. So this is liquid watercolor, a beautiful shade of blue. You can use any color blues you have. And we're just going to paint from that line all the way up to the top. And it can be as messy as you wish. And I tell the kids, put a lot of paint on there. So we want a beautiful sky. And my children, I did this just last week with them, and the part they loved was turning it upside down, having a little bit of it run. We pretended it was rain. And we like to make a mess, so. Okay, that's step one. And then we need to put some grass because we're going to have something growing, and they love this. We paint with weird, different things. We have plastic fork, wooden chopstick, and a toothbrush. Toothbrush is just for art. Okay, so we're going to put a little grass on. You can use any kind of green paint you have. I think this is acrylic. And starting where the blue sky ends, not at this bottom, but right here, we're going to put some grass. So they can either brush, brush, brush like this, or make some little grass standing up like this. However they want to do it. Kids all have their different ways that they like to do. All right, and then for the third step, we're going to make a tree. And our tree, we're going to use something else completely different for this. So we're going to use our chopstick, and they could use the toothbrush or whatever they wish. A little brown paint. And I tell the kids you can make one tree, just make a brown line from the grass all the way to the top of the sky. Or you can make 2 trees, or you can make 100 trees. And most of them want to make 100 trees. So they can make as many as they wish. You'll see it's very kind of just here, there, and anywhere. Okay, and then we might use this silly fork to do some branches. Well, I actually usually have this on a plate. So let's just we'll use our toothbrush again. And just make some little branches coming out. You can have a few or a lot, whatever you like. Okay, and then we are going to do our cherry blossoms. And this is just whatever, a little pink paint that you have. We have a little light pink, a little magenta, and a little white. We're going to use a Q-tip, which we talk about. People use these for their ears, but today we're going to use these for art. And I let the kids, if they want to do one color, dot, 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 or if they want to mix the colors a little bit together, however they wish. Put those cherry blossoms on the tree, on the branches. You can make some dropping because they drop in the wind. And once you feel like you have enough cherry blossoms on, then we're going to go back to our blue sky paint, and we're going to make a little lake at the bottom. So paint the bottom with a lot of your blue watercolor, and that's going to be your lake. And then we're going to find out if we can make a reflection. We talk about the mirror and seeing our faces, or if you've ever been to a lake, if you can see something reflected and see its mirror image. And this is the part the kids like. I'm always afraid to do it because it seems like it's going to wreck it, but it always comes out wonderful. We're going to take and again, they can make their lakes move. This is kind of one of those messy fun projects. Okay. And then you can help them, or they can do it themselves. Fold over, pitter-patter a little across, and then I usually like to have something, a roller, because they love this part. Roll with all your might, strong as you can. Okay, when you feel like you've done enough rolling, it's time to open and see if you can see a reflection in the lake of your cherry blossom trees. We open. Wow, look at that. Now this extra part, we use our buffer. And our buffer is a little paper towel. Everybody gets one of these. We just buff, 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 buff. Watercolor paint is very, very forgiving. So if you feel like you have too much, just take a little off. And voila! Cherry blossoms reflected upon the lake. That's that. Hope you enjoyed it.